to the Nerd Den here once again, and in today's video I'm going to be doing my review for Doctor Who Lucky Day, which aired last weekend, and it was the 4th episode of the latest season of Doctor Who, season 2, and it was, to be honest, it was a lot of fun. I've rewatched this one, so I'm on my 3rd watch now, and that's why I've decided to do the review, because I don't do the review straight away after the episode anymore. I mean, I didn't do any episode reviews for season 1, but yeah, Lucky Day was a really interesting one for me because I went in just thinking it was just going to be a typical Doctor Light episode, similar to 73 Yards, but I was pleasantly surprised. Even though, obviously, being a Doctor Who YouTuber, I see some of the filming stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, that looks interesting. But a lot of the stuff that I saw, because I remember there was some stuff being filmed alongside the finale, and I was like, okay, some of this must be for the finale then. But I wasn't expecting Jonah Hill King's character, Conrad, to be revealed to be the villain in this episode. I didn't expect the episode to take this approach, where the Shriek kind of weren't the actual villains whatsoever, and Conrad was straight up the bad guy in this episode, which I thought was really, really good. And honestly, so I've watched this episode 3 times now, and when I've watched it, Conrad, he's such, he is a piece of crap. Like, I actually do feel sorry for Ruby, and that's something that Doctor Who in recent years hasn't really gotten that emotion out of me, where I'm like, okay, the villain actually frustrates me, not because they're just badly written. I actually thought the character of Conrad was written pretty well, and I'm excited to see him return in the finale. But Conrad, just straight up, his plan for, I know there's some real world influences and stuff, but I would say straight up, I thought it was an easy to follow plan. I did like how UNIT were kind of painted as the antagonist, something that the show hasn't really lent too in depth with before, and it's nice to see that being done here. Gemma Redgrave as well, absolutely knocked it out of the park as Kate Lethbridge-Stewart. I thought that was a really, really good development in her character. And honestly, for the first time in ages, possibly even ever, Series 9, I was going to say, Kate actually felt like a useful character, and it felt like she had a lot to do in this episode, because this was advertised as being like Millie's episode, but no, I was pleasantly surprised when we had our UNIT's leader taking centre stage in the final act, which I thought was really good. But yeah, overall, I thought the characters and cast absolutely knocked it out of the park. Pete McTagg's writing as well. I did enjoy Kablam. I wasn't that much of a fan of Proctus, but I did like the short films that he's written for the Doctor Who collection box sets. I always thought that he did a really good job with them. So yeah, his writing definitely did tick those boxes for me this time around. I wouldn't say it was a perfect episode though. Just because, there was a couple story beats where, I would have liked to have seen, Conrad and Ruby's relationship just develop that a little bit more before the twist, because it did feel like it was a bit rushed, but I think that's down to the runtime of the episode itself. I did see comparisons online comparing it to Love and Monsters, which I feel like, yes, definitely, but I'd say this one comes off stronger just because of the cast, definitely. And the writing is definitely stronger here as well, and the villains just across the board. Not saying that Love and Monsters is a bad episode, but I definitely prefer Lucky Day if I were to compare the two. So yeah, overall, I'm going to give this episode a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a really, really solid one to get out there in the wild, and it was certainly a lot of fun to watch. So yeah, let me know what you thought of Lucky Day in the comment section down below. But if you are new around here, please click that like button and subscribe for more nerdy content, as we are on the road to 8,000 subscribers, which I'd love to reach by the end of the year. But anyway, take care everyone. Thank you very much for supporting the channel as always, and goodbye for now.